Hello, good morning, and welcome to your daily dose of awesome, your 15 minutes of education, inspiration, and motivation. It is great to be here with you today, and we are going to talk about are you clear in where your business is going? And if not, there are 3 things that you need to consider to gain clarity for your business. As you're hopping on, go ahead and say hi. If this is the first time we are meeting, I am Debbie Dunford. It is great to have you here. It's been a while since I've been here, so I was actually excited to come on and be able to chat with you, talk with you a little bit, and get some feedback from you, and go over this idea of the clarity in your business. So last night I was reading a story to my youngest, right before bed, and then he pulled out a poster from another set of books, the Pete the Cat book series. I don't know if you're familiar with those, but in there was that poster, and the poster said, if you don't know where you're going, any path will get you there. And that made me stop and think. I was like, this is pretty wise words of wisdom for this little children's book and poster that came with it. If you don't know where you're going, then any path will get you there, right? So there have been a lot of calls lately. And by the way, if you weren't here at the beginning, yeah, go ahead and tell me where you are coming from. Say hi. I'd like to be able to interact with you a little bit. So lately on some calls that I've had as a mentor here inside the community, there have been a few people that were not clear where they were going, and that was keeping them stuck. And so I thought, you know what, let's just talk about that in case other people have the same kind of concern or issue, so we can get some clarity around that together. Let me go in and say hi. Oh, Cherie is here. Alexandra from Hamilton, nice. Sean from the UK, we used to rule the world before you did. Aaron, hi, from California, nice. Hamilton. Alexandra's from New Jersey, awesome. Okay, Lane from Salt Lake. Ooh, you're right by me, Lane. I am in South Jordan. Floyd is from Texas. Mark is from Canada. Getting unstuck. Yes, Cherie. We need to make sure that we don't have those gaps, so that we having that clear roadmap of where we want our business to go, so that we know which path to take. So it does matter which path we take to get us to where we want to go. So we want to be clear on what that path is. Hey, Anne-Marie, nice to see you. So first off, what does it affect knowing if you don't know where you're going in your business? What things, put down in the comments, what things does it affect if you don't know where you're going? What pieces of your business does that affect? Southern California. Hey, Wendy, nice to have you on. Now, I have to tell you, my comments are usually, I don't know, 15 to 20 seconds delayed, I feel like, when I get the comments after you guys have responded. So yeah, but go ahead and put in the comments what it affects if you don't know where you're going in your business. What pieces of your business does that directly affect? Alexandra says your target market. Yes, that is one of the things I have that we're going to talk about today. Your target market. Awesome. Valentine is watching. Nice. Thanks for hopping on. What other things? Let's see if other comments are going to come in. What other things does it affect? What to offer your service to, or who to offer your services to. Yes, you guys are exactly right. Okay, that's a little bit of your target market as well. We'll dive into that. Hello, Valentine. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and get going. The first thing that is that sets the stage and sets the tone for pretty much everything you do is your branding. Okay, are you branding yourself, or are you branding with a spouse or a business partner? That's something you need to get really crystal clear on, because if you're going to eventually change that a year from now and start branding with a business partner instead of just branding yourself, that can cause some issues. And I know from personal experience. Courtney's on. Hey, Courtney. Mark says your product. Yes, absolutely. Love that we're on the same page here. So branding yourself versus branding you and your business partner, like, you need to have that really crystal clear. So from experience, I started branding myself with every intention of doing this all by myself. Then my husband came with me to NES last year, so NES 9, and he said, and I feel like I'm really tall, or I'm really low on the camera. There we go. And he said, on our drive back home, he said, you know, I think I want to do this with you. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like, that totally threw me into the spin. I was like, wait, what? So we kind of had to start over. And I mean, we talked about it and we decided that would be the best move for us. And so it's doable. It just caused some, we had to start a new likes campaign. You know, we kind of had to start over and get the new fan page set up and all those things. So it's really something that if you can get honed in earlier, the better, right? It all starts with branding. Also with your branding, pinpointing what it is you stand for and what it is, what your purpose is. Okay, that's a huge piece of your branding. Yep, Cherie says branding is affected. Hey, check, thanks for hopping on. So on your fan page banner, you want to put, this is another thing I've seen that hasn't been happening a lot. On your fan page banner, you want to put who you are, what your purpose is, what you stand for, so that people, when they come to your page, they know exactly what they're getting. Okay, they know exactly what your whole fan page is all about and what your purpose is in regards to them. Okay, so that's super, super important. Go ahead and put in the comments just something from what we just talked about, the piece we just talked about, something that stood out to you, so that I know we're kind of on the same page. And Becky's hopping on, awesome. So the second thing, like, I can't remember who it was that said your target market. Absolutely. Question for you. Have you figured out your target market and your audience? And if not, what are your questions surrounding that? Maybe we can get some of those questions answered today on this live. If you have any kind of questions around how to figure out who your target market is and who your audience is, let's figure that out together here. Cherie says your purpose is important, what you stand for. Yeah, and Lane is saying be clear. Yes, be very clear. And to be clear, the more specific you are, the clearer you are. Okay, so your target market and your audience. What do I mean by your audience? Do you know the difference between target market and audience? And they kind of go hand in hand. Curious about your thoughts on that. So with your target market and with your audience, you're talking about the kind of people who are going to be on your page, because your likes campaign is going to be surrounded by or filled with your target market, right? Who is your target market? Who is your audience? Who is it you want to be working with? Are you clear that you can decide the age range of the people that you want to be working with? It doesn't have to be a full gambit of, oh, I'll work with anybody. And actually, the more specific that you are with who you want to work with, the better your audience is. So what kind of people, who is your ideal prospect? Maybe you've heard that before. Who is your ideal prospect? Who are you speaking to in your ad copy? And who you, because who goes through your ad copy and onto your fan page, those are the people that are going to become VIPs, and those are the people that you're going to start to get to really know and to work with. So what kind of person do you want to work with? Also, who else does that affect? Or not who else does that affect, but who, how do I say this? Who, I'll just say it because I can't think of a question to kind of bring that out. So when you go, if you're growing a network marketing business, and that's your intention down the road, one of your visions and one of the roads you want to go on, then who you bring in, who your audience is, that's also who is going to be your warm market, who you work with in your network marketing company, because it's that warm audience that you're offering that opportunity to, right? So again, be the more specific and the more clear on who your target market is and who your audience is. And like I say, they kind of go together. So your audience, I'm not seeing it hop in here. Okay, so Cherie says her target market is network marketers. Awesome. So the audience piece, what does that mean? Well, are you going to work just with women? Or what ages are they going to be? What are their interests? Those kinds of things. Those are, that creates your audience. Hey, Terry, nice to have you on. So the third thing is your future business endeavors. That's something you really want to think through and figure out, and kind of have, kind of look down from this, look at the broad perspective of, okay, right now maybe I'm working on affiliate marketing, but what is my broad spectrum? What do I want to have my business do down the road? What is my vision for my business? Let's see. Valentine says, my understanding of my target market is drifting all the time. This is a huge problem. My consistency is suffering because of this. Yeah, and that makes sense. And Valentine, I love that you are so willing to share that, because it may not just be you that has that target market shifting. Now, again, are you going to work with network marketers? Is that who you're talking to? Or are you talking to people that are in the corporate world that are wanting to get out of the corporate world? So really hone that in as soon as possible and make a decision and go with it, because run with it for several months, see how it's going, because down the road, one thing here that's kind of the caveat to all this is that as you go along, you might notice your plans changing. Okay, so for example, I'll go to this piece and then I'll go back to the third thing with the business, your future business endeavors. You can make your plan and you can have your vision and go with that vision. And maybe your vision is that your plans are you're in an MLM and you're going to do the MLM, and that's what your hope and vision is for now. And then as you get going, as I know a couple people have, a couple friends in the community of mine, they realized, you know what, I have a bigger plan, and that actually doesn't include network marketing. That's okay. They've still started learning the affiliate marketing strategies and are learning the copywriting skills, creating the funnel skills. Those are all amazing skills to have that you definitely need, because then you can take it to any funnel that you want. So if you have a main plan and then it deviates a little bit, you've still got that target market. You're generally not going to say, well, this is my target market. Oh wait, now this is it's usually not going to be this huge leap to something different if you decide that, you know what, that vision is changing a little bit. Let me know if that is making sense. I want to make sure that I'm not just blowing smoke here. Okay. So Cherie says her future endeavors are to have a consultation business. Okay, awesome. So in all that you're doing with your target market, with creating your audience and who you're bringing into your network, are those the people that you want to have a consultation business with down the road? And now maybe you can look at that as, okay, well, actually I'm going to create a whole new funnel for that. Totally cool, totally fine. You also can go from your warm market of the network that you have built and say, hey, I'm going to start this consultation business if anybody's interested. So if your market consists of the kind of people that you want to work with long term, it's going to be more effective for you in the long run to have that vision now. Create and decide that vision now. So again, let's see what people are saying. It's making a lot of sense. Good. I'm glad. Thank you for that feedback. Lane says, more fine-tuning of our target market, not starting from scratch. Yeah. Robert says, I want online product retailing fulfilled by Amazon or eBay. Okay, so online product retailing, that's not an area that I know much about. So let me think. Let's see. Online product retailing. See, and again, still, you could always let your warm market know about that and kind of get a start. Say, hey, I've got this book on Amazon, or this product on Amazon. You can go and purchase. So you can always offer to your warm market. So again, if that product that you want to have on Amazon would be congruent with interests of your market, that your network that you're building, then there you go. You've got some probably some pretty easy buyers right there. Do you see how that network that you're creating is so important to really understand who you want to work with now, and that future product down the road? How is that going to relate, and how are those people that I'm bringing into my network going to connect with that? Because why not put it all together like that? Why not think of who you want to work with long term and have that be who your audience is now? Okay, so Lauren says, yes, still working on getting your target market down on who I want to work with. Awesome. And remember, target market is really like what niche, right? So the target market is a little broad, like network marketers or corporate America, things like that. And when we go to the audience, that's when we get more specific. And even with your avatar too. So are you going to work with women? Are you going to work with men and women? That's more your audience, right? What ages are they? What interests do they have? Are they already interested in network marketing? Those kinds of things, okay? Yes, later may have to start over. Now, yeah, so Cherie, if you're talking about, you know, the branding and whatnot, we don't want to have to start over, but so that's why it's really, really important to get clear now. And then can you take these principles and strategies that you're learning through attractionmarketing.com and apply them to your a new funnel? Yeah, so you can start an entire new funnel, and it can be a new target market. You know, the principles, it's really, the options are endless at that point. You can absolutely start a new funnel because you know the strategies, you know how to do that, you know how to make that work and be effective with it. So yeah, some of the future business endeavors that I had written down are if you want to do your own products, like you mentioned. If you want to be, do you want to be the top in your network marketing company? And if so, you know, are you going to need to create a duplicatable system that you can create that others can follow? Or do you want to join a network marketing company that already has a duplicatable followable duplicatable system, so you're not reinventing the wheel? Something to think about. And are you going to focus more on your affiliate side of things or on your own brand? Or are you going to be doing kind of a little bit of both? So those are all kinds of things that, again, looking at the big, broad perspective of, okay, down the road, what is my vision? What is my plan? Where do I see my business going? What needs to happen for me to get there? And building that foundational piece now will put you light years ahead for when you get down the road further with your business. Okay, and Sherry says, don't want to have to start over. Yeah, absolutely. So, and David says, would love to do coaching down the road to be able to change people's lives and help them to find hope and success. Yes, that's something that David's my husband. Hey, sweetie. But that is something that that we've talked about that we would like to do. We want to work, help people, and help change their lives for the better. And so, and I think that's pretty congruent with a lot of people here, right? Let me know, like put some hearts or something in the comments if that's something that is driving you, that you're out to help people and change their lives. I would guess that the majority of people here that's what you would like to do. Valentine says, I have two categories I understand very well. They are a lot in common, but they also have one but crucial difference. So I cannot get over this. Okay, so maybe, let's see. Maybe just focus on one then, Valentine. That might be, without knowing details, that's kind of what comes to mind first, is just focus on one. Don't do both right now, just focus on one. If you're not able to combine them, then just focus on one. And then focus on the other once you've gotten one piece down. Okay, Lauren, awesome, good, seeing some hearts. Affiliate initially, then hone in on consulting and coaching. Okay, awesome, Sheree. Oh, thank you. Okay, I'm getting some hearts, so it's making some sense. That's great. So, seems like I had one more thing. Nope, it looks like that was it. So, again, just to be clear, you want to make sure you have a clear picture of your branding, your target market and audience, or avatar, however you want to say that, and then your future business endeavors. You want to have those three things really, and you don't have to have specifics, but you want to know, what is my path, okay? So that you're not, again, if you don't know where you're going, any path will get you there. You want to know where you're going so you know which path to take that will get you there, okay? So thank you so much for joining me. It was great to be here with you. Put #value in the comments if you got some value out of this. And Valentine says, I'm trying to focus. Thank you. Awesome. So join us tomorrow. I'll actually be here again tomorrow. at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, 1 p.m. Eastern, for your daily dose of awesome, and have a great rest of your day. We'll see you later. Bye.